Alright, Brainiacs, buckle up, cause it's about to get funky. Name's Hugo the Honey Badger, buzzed and ready, big grin, big facts, big rockets. Here's a brain teaser for you. Who's a real-life space superhero? No cape, just courage, and a rocket that goes whoosh. Drum roll in my head. The answer is Gregory R. Wiseman, a United States Navy ace and a NASA astronaut. A leader who pointed a spaceship toward the moon on Artemis II. No guts, no glory. Let's pounce on today's mind blower. Gregory Wiseman was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and grew up in Cockeysville. As a kid, he watched the Blue Angels zip and flip in the sky, and that unlocked his zoom brain. Like, totally. Planes became his jam. In high school at Dulaney, he played golf, rocked the drumline, and even joined the Russian club. Multitasker alert, music for rhythm, language for teamwork, sports for focus. Perfectly perplexing combo, but it worked. College time. Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Big name, big brain. He studied computer and systems engineering, which means building smart machines that all play nice together. After that, he trained as a naval aviator. Hakuna Matata, but like cooler, because jets. Then came a legend of a jet, the F-14 Tomcat, wings that swing, speed that sings. He trained with Fighter Squadron 101, then flew with Fighter Squadron 31 on Middle East deployments for Operation Southern Watch, Enduring Freedom, and Iraqi Freedom. Serious missions, serious courage. Speaking of wild stuff, check this out. In 2001, he saw a space shuttle launch in person. Rocket fire, thunderclouds, heart pounding. Boom, dream locked in, astronaut mode engaged. Next up is a doozy. U.S. Naval Test Pilot School, Class 1 and 25. That place is like ninja school for pilots. They test new jets, new wings, new gizmos. He graduated, then joined VX-23 at Patuxent River, working on the F-35C Lightning II, FA-18 weapons tests, ship takeoffs and landings, and the T-45 Goshawk. Basically, he poked airplanes until they told all their secrets. For real. Oh yeah. While testing jets, he picked up a master's degree in systems engineering from Johns Hopkins. A brains and bravery, a perfect pair. Then he served as a strike operations officer with Carrier Air Wing 17, planning big air missions with maps, math, and mission magic. After that, he flew the FA-18F Super Hornet with Strike Fighter Squadron 103, Zippy, Zappy, Zoom. Medals time. Air medals with Combat V, Navy and Marine Corps Commendation medals with Combat V, plus more decorations. Those are honors for bravery and top-notch flying when things get, kinda spicy. Honey Badger approved. Okay, switching rivers. NASA called in 2009 when he was picked as a NASA astronaut from thousands of applicants. That is like being chosen for the all-star team of space. Then came Expedition 40 and 41 to the International Space Station in 2014. 6 months in space full of science, spacewalks, teamwork, and floating snacks. Zero-gravity snack juggling is an art form. Underwater Space School alert. In 2016, he joined a NEMO mission, NASA's underwater camp for living in a sea habitat to practice for space. Same tight spaces, same teamwork, fewer meteors, more fish who stare like, dude, nice helmet. Leadership hat on. From 2020 to 2022, he served as the 17th Chief of the Astronaut Office. That job is like captain of captains. Training, crew assignments, mission planning, and making sure every astronaut is sharp, safe, and ready to rock it. And now, hold on to your fur. This next bit is bonkers. In 2023, he was picked to command Artemis II, NASA's first crewed mission of the Artemis program. A lunar flyby, a spaceship named Orion flies out past the moon, loops around, and comes home. No landing yet. A giant practice lab to test systems with people aboard and make sure the road to the moon is safe and strong. Quick space vocab snack. Low Earth orbit is the neighborhood where the space station lives. Beyond low Earth orbit is way farther, out toward the moon. A lunar flyby uses the moon's gravity like a boomerang. Slingshot powers, science for the win. Crew roll call, Commander Gregory Wiseman, Christina Koch, Victor Glover, and Jeremy Hansen from Canada. A power squad with brains, bravery, and the best seats in the solar system. Launch day arrived in April 2026 when Orion lit the sky with flames like a sunrise and the mission soared. Gregory Wiseman became the first person since 1972 to command a lunar mission, and at age 50 he became the oldest human ever to fly beyond low Earth orbit. Not old, gold. Experience counts in space, for sure. Okay, now here's where it gets extra spicy. On April 6th, Artemis II reached the farthest distance any humans have ever traveled from Earth, farther than Apollo 13. That is like breaking the high score in the ultimate distance video game, except the controller is a billion-dollar spaceship, and the prize is science and safety for future moon explorers. Time to pause for a moment, a very human moment. Gregory Wiseman's wife, Ann Carroll Taylor Wiseman, passed away in 2020. During the Artemis II flight, crewmate Jeremy Hansen requested that a newly found lunar crater be named Carroll to honor her. Space can feel cold and empty, but this was warm and full of love. A crater is a memory, a moon hug from far away. Commanders carry big jobs, the safety of the crew, mission success, and fixing in-flight surprises, like a coach, pilot, and puzzle master in one. Gregory Wiseman's test pilot skills, systems engineering smarts, and Navy leadership all clicked together like a perfect gear set. That is why the ride ran smooth. Family roots matter too. His parents, Judith and William, worked hard and supported big dreams, and he has 2 daughters who cheer from Earth while a spaceship sails the dark. That kind of love is rocket fuel you cannot see, but you totally feel. Here's a zinger. Artemis 2 did not land on the moon, and still it was gigantic because it proved Orion can carry people safely far from Earth and swing around the moon. It tested radios, heat shields, life support, and navigation, and showed the path to Artemis 3 and beyond, or back to the lunar surface for new footprints, new science, new stories. A most surprising, snackable facts are ready to dive into the weird and wild. 1. Gregory Wiseman is the first person since Gene Cernan to command a lunar mission. That gap was more than 50 years. 2. He flew farther from Earth than any human before. 3. He did it at age 50, proving skill and calm beat sprinting speed when the stakes are space high. And now a honey badger daydream. Picture this, me in a tiny spacesuit, stripy tail tucked in, floating in Orion and calling out, Houston, honey badger here, confirmed, snacks secured. Planet Earth looks like a blueberry, the moon looks like a marshmallow. Mission goal, do not eat the moon. Repeat, do not eat the moon, this is bananas. Why all this matters, going back to the moon and doing it safely teaches us how to go even farther, maybe Mars next. New rockets, new habitats, new ways to grow food in space. The Artemis program is like building a space highway, brick by brick, orbit by orbit. Gregory Wiseman's path shows a pattern. Pilot, test pilot, astronaut, leader. That mix means cool heads under pressure, quick choices, and clear teamwork. When a spaceship whispers a problem, a test pilot hears it and solves it. That is why this story shines. Oh yay, switching rivers again for tiny timeline bites. Born in 1975 in Baltimore, became a naval aviator in 1999. Chosen by NASA in 2009, lived on the space station in 2014, led the astronaut office in 2020, stepped back to fly again in 2022, and commanded Artemis 2 in 2026. That is a rocket ride of a life. But quirky opinion time. The coolest thing is how music, golf, and a language club in high school seem small, but actually train teamwork, focus, and rhythm. Then jets, then space. It all stacks like pancakes with extra star syrup. And that crater named Carol is a gentle reminder that space stories are people stories. Every mission carries science tools and also hearts. Pause on chest. Respect. Next up is a doozy. Lunar craters call from the night sky with shadows, rims, and hidden ice. Mystery on every rim rock. The moon keeps secrets and craters love to whisper them. Oh, that was a wild ride. Gregory R. Wiseman, Navy ace, test pilot, space station traveler, Artemis 2 commander, a life aimed high and flying higher. Give yourself a tail wagging high five. Curiosity stays rocket fueled, and that's the tail end of that tale. For real.